Hey, 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 YouTubers and friends, how are all of you doing tonight? I'm doing absolutely fabulous. And we have Daniel with us from Coin Help You. I know, another finger of the treasure hat in hand. And things are going to work a little backwards tonight because we only have Daniel for about a half hour or so tonight. So don't go away. We'll be right back. Hey, YouTubers and friends, thanks for joining us for another episode of Tuesday Night Hangout Live with Toledo Jess, Dano, the Treasure Vixens, and I.
Already?
Oh yeah, super chat.
Anything inappropriate.
Oh man,
Inappropriate.
I did a nuke
I'm
in
not.
the super chat thing.
I'm being
Doggone
good.
Round chicken.
I'm not worried about you, Daniel. It's those three.
We aren't bad.
No.
I have over 500 videos now, so I've learned to behave somewhat.
Oh, I hear you there. I hear you there. You
Nobody
learn-
has ever seen my outtakes.
Oh, I know every creator in this audience along with us. We have tons of bloopers and outtakes and stuff that no one will ever see.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, I didn't do that. Thanks for the super chat in vain. Thank you, Joel.
Thanks, Joel.
What's up?
Oh yeah, super chat.
So let's get right into this, Ed.
Let me address Joel for a second.
Okay.
You're more than welcome, Joel, for joining us at this year's Gold Rush Days here in beautiful Butler, Ohio. It was great having you on the river with the dudes.
The dudes.
Thank you for the $3.99 super chat, by the way. Our guest is Dan. I'm going to pin him up so he could tell us all about his coin shop, his channel, and
Maybe a little bit of history about him, and
yeah. So
you know.
it's all yours, Daniel.
Hello,
so
Daniel.
my turn to talk.
Yeah.
Yes. Go ahead. You can talk. I'll be quiet.
All right. Anyways, thanks for having me. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
the opportunity to be able to talk with everybody and for you to share me here on the channel and give me a little soapbox for a little bit. Yeah, I do own a coin shop, but I could go back to, as I was telling him, I grew up basically buying and selling whatever I could buy and sell growing up. Marbles, coins. The first coin I ever handled that I remember, I was 3 years old, and it was a Morgan dollar, and Dad was showing me how to handle the coin. You know, you hold it by the rims. So that kind of made an impression on me. So I've always loved Morgan dollars. It's been one of my favorite coins since. Of course, I love all coins. I actually started a website. It was called Coin Help at the beginning. It was Coin Auctions Help because I sold on eBay for a number of years and online and saw a lot of fraud, a lot of salted rolls, a lot of fake coins and things like that. And I thought, well, I needed to start a website to warn people. I don't know why I've had this passion to keep people from getting ripped off, but I have. And it's kind of propelled me to Facebook groups that I started and then to this YouTube channel.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, if there's a lot of fraud going on, you know, that looks bad for the industry.
Yes.
You know, especially like with you, you got a brick and mortar store where you deal in that, and makes it look bad. You know, so yeah, I can see why you would want to teach people to do that. I've never really got into coins myself, but you know, I know Dano up here, he loves coins, man.
Hello, Dick on Dime Hunter. See him. I like to say hi to some people in the chat, so if I can see him.
Well,
By all means. Usually we take like the first 15 minutes to a half hour before we even bring in our guests, just saying
Doing
hi
that.
to all the Flash fam and everything, and saying what happened over the weekend. And
Right, but we wanted to get you because we got you for a short amount of time, so we want to make sure we got you in here.
they
first,
they
so we
could
can-
hear about all the chaos and all the happenings of this weekend.
all the shenanigans.
Yeah, the shenanigans. There were a few of those.
I will say, I went to college. I was going to be a teacher, and I went 4 years. And during that time, that was whenever, I kind of got a little wild, I guess you say, when the party grunge was out big time, Nirvana, and I wanted to have a good time. The next thing you know, I'm not really paying attention to college like I should, I guess. I'm not paying attention to
Well,
much
I
of
heard this
anything.
story before.
I did, but I ended up dropping out. So I did drop out, but I always had that. I wanted to teach, so that's another thing. I know that I'm never going to stop fraud. I'm never going to stop counterfeits. But if I
Right.
can teach people to avoid them, then you've done your job. You're not going to stop them, but people
Right,
can
or at least
identify
make them aware
Yeah.
that's there, and some of the things they can look for. Yeah, definitely.
and just kind of an awareness thing.
Right.
I was raised in church. My dad's a preacher. I always felt like everybody should be honest, and of course I was naive enough to think everybody was when I was growing up. But you learn the hard way.
Yeah, we all go through that phase.
Yeah, and when you start on eBay back in the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, I was of the mind that if someone's selling something online, they're describing it as it is. It's probably what it is, right? I mean, okay, so I bought some rolls of unsearched rolls. Well, they were supposed to be unsearched. So I opened them up, and man, there's a couple nice ones on the end and all junk in the middle. And I thought, this dude got me. I was like, what? So
It was obvious, huh?
Yeah, and here I was, I'm used to looking through coins that we buy. I mean, you never really thought we used to go to someone's house, me and Dad, and he would let me help him with the appraisal or whatever. And we'd go home, and I couldn't wait to look through the coins and try to find something good. So Dad would think a lot of me would be impressed with me. I always wanted to impress Dad. I always wanted to be like Dad.
Sure.
And it's one of those things where I never thought that I went to someone's house, they was going to sell us something as coin dealers that was not what it was supposed to be. So when I get on eBay, and I'm thinking that same thing, of course I'm in my late 20s, early 30s at the time, but like I said, I always wanted to be like Dad. And that's another reason. I mean, my dad's here at the shop, and he'll be 86 in this week. And my dream was always to have a coin shop with Dad, and I finally got there.
Awesome.
And we have a really good time here together, and he's one of my best friends. So, it's something to think, he's 86 years old and he gets to sit here and work. He calls me, I'm the boss. I'm not the boss. I'm the team leader. I want to be my dad's boss. Who's your dad's boss?
Yeah. How do you boss your dad?
Yeah, exactly. How do you do that?
No doubt.
I mean, he's the kind of guy, though, he respects what I have here, what I've done. I own it 100%. It's all mine.
Right.
Nobody else's. So whatever happens here, it's on my shoulders. I have to make it work.
Right. That's cool.
And, so he understands that.
I know go ahead.
I was gonna say, I mean, he instilled a very hard work ethic in me, and always worked overtime, always provided for us. I mean, he's the greatest. I can't give him enough kudos. But I am who I am today because of him, so I can't leave him out of the equation.
I think that it would be a dream come true to be able to work with my dad. So
Yeah.
An incredible
That's a rarity for sure to be able to be.
I mean, to have him in your life, in your life at his age is a blessing. That in itself is a blessing.
No doubt. You still get around pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, he does. We still go fishing every Thursday night. We go down to the dairy bar and go fishing after we close the shop. And we sit here all day and joke and go through coins. And he's like, well, what do you need me to do now? And I'll say, well, I got these coins to go through. And he'll count them out for me, and he'll give me he gives me 90% counts at the end of the day and says, this is how much you got. And, and he just organizes we buy a lot of things at the coin shop. We get what we call junk. It's not really junk, but it's basically your low premium or HSN stuff that's plated, and it'll come in a big old box, and we'll go through it. And it takes us 2 hours to do something we'll only make probably a couple $100 on, but Dad will go through it and organize it. And we're starting to do mystery boxes on the website now. So we let go of that. We call it the scratch and dent lots. And we're honest what's in those lots. You'll get maybe a clean coin, but you're going to get some nice stuff, and guaranteed it's worth more than what I think $99. I'm making them worth at least $125, so that when you get it, you get on eBay, you can see that it's, so people don't feel like I'm ripping them. I am trying to unload stuff though. I mean, I have to admit it. I got to unload some of this, but they are good lots, and they're fun to look through with grandkids or kids.
Now, I have a question from a member of the community in our chat. Our friend Bill, Ohio Relic Hunter. What's your opinion on dug coins compared to non-dug coins?
You mean, I guess that's kind of a question that you have to answer. Is it copper? Is it silver? Is it corroded, pitted? Most coins coming out of the ground are going to have an issue, environmental damage of some sort.
Right. Oh, absolutely.
So I have found coins that didn't have that kind of damage. If you hit it with the shovel, it's going to be damaged. But I think that they're just fine. I find that there's a lot of coins that people have found in the ground or in cans or around a house that end up in the coin shop or in someone's collection. So I think they're just as collectible as long as you can read the date and tell what kind it is. If that's what you meant by that, if you want to clarify a little more on the question.
Is that what you meant, Bill?
Well, in that line of the found coins, like from metal detecting, as opposed to a collection of coins, does the type and age of the coin make it more worth than its condition? The fact that it's a beat up old,
condition.
Right.
Are you talking something like a 1901 barber quarter or something like that? I mean,
I'm thinking more like, some an older colonial coin or something like that.
Like the Nova,
right?
Constellatio.
I have one
or
here
a Fugio
somewhere.
Sin or something like that.
I'm not a coin collector, so I'm just trying to understand if I've got a really old coin that I found metal detecting that's like a old rare coin, but it's damaged because of environmental damage, and is that going to affect it over the value of the rarity and oldness of the coin?
Yeah, it would actually, because you've got comparisons to coins that are not problem coins. Let's say if you do find a Fugio Sin or you do find a Constellatio, whatever, those coins are going to be damaged to a point from the environment or whatever.
Right.
You also have examples that are not. So they're going to be more desirable the less damage they have.
Gotcha.
Problem coins, problem-free coins, they'll still have a value to them, but any problem coin is going to have less of a value. Now, maybe you found it and it's just as valuable to you as any of them because you found it. I mean, that's okay too. But if you're selling it on the market, then it's going to go for less because of the problem it has.
Okay.
But honestly,
like I said, condition.
It is, but your coppers are really rough. The ground's really rough on copper. Copper is real reactive. We know that.
Right.
If it's a silver coin, it doesn't look that bad. It has a nice eye appeal to it. Sometimes it can still have the same value as a coin that's not problem. It may even get problem free if it's a silver coin that wasn't in soil that had a lot of alkalinity. I mean, you guys probably know a little bit more about that than I do. I'm not an expert on that part of it, but I do know the soil mixtures can have different effects on coins.
Yeah,
and some have little effect on coins. Silver, that is, and gold coins especially. Usually you find a gold coin, you're in there.
Well, yeah,
one day maybe.
One of these days.
I know we've only got a limited amount of time. Have you ever gotten a super rare coin, maybe a bucket list find for you? Do you have a few?
It's kind of hard to I have had coins that I would not, I guess you consider it a bucket list coin would be like a 93S Morgan dollar, but I guess I'm not really sure if I have a bucket list coin. I like a pine tree shilling. I love those. So that would be kind of maybe a bucket list coin. 1793 large cent. But see, I'm exposed to those coins so much. I go to the coin shows that I could get one if I wanted to, but I'm not trying to collect. I really want to build this coin shop.
Well,
Because,
go ahead.
because I basically bought my partner out in January of this year, and I've took it to another level with my channel and with all the promotion and things that I've done. It's really grown, and I just want to, in the future, I will eventually probably own those 2 coins. I would like to have them. I almost pulled the trigger at the Sharonville show. Almost got me a 1793 large cent. Just about.
So do you consider coins to be an investment or more of a hedge on inflation?
Actually, I don't consider coins an investment at all.
Okay.
I do know that I guess this is the thing.
Well, because some people will collect for that reason, right?
Yeah, they do. But I tell them that, that's a bonus if it happens to go up in value, because there's no guarantee. So I can't say it's an investment, because it's not really like the stock market.
Right.
If you want to invest in something, invest in buy your futures and options, or buy paper ETFs, silver and gold. I mean, that's something you put in, you're paying exactly what the melt is. And if it goes up, then you have made some money. If it goes down, you haven't. If you buy silver or gold coins or bullion, you're paying a premium. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, as long as you understand that there's no guarantee you're going to get a return.
Right.
That's what I'd have to tell people that. People are like, you're a coin dealer, why would you want people not to buy? I'm not telling you not to buy.
Right.
I'm not going to tell you to buy it and it's going to go up in value. I'm not going to lie to people. I'm not going to try to hoodwink anybody. It is what it is.
Right. So if you were looking at gold and silver as investment, right, you would buy what, bars?
No, if I was looking at it as an investment, I'd probably get in the stock market side of it, the paper side of it, and I would hedge that against the stuff that I have a premium in or whatever. I mean, you know as well as I do. I mean, here, since we're talking about coins, let's just go with the silver pandas. People like the silver pandas.
Oh yeah, I hear they're very popular. Everybody,
and they are nice coins, and they sell for a premium. But if this coin has the little panda on it, a lot of people like the cub on the coin, so it typically goes for a couple more dollars, but it's not going to increase in value unless silver goes up a lot. Now, if I bought this coin less than a year ago, I remember I did a video after the last Kona show that I sold some rounds for less than melt, barely less than melt, to a dealer. I think silver was at 18. And I thought, man, I just can't believe where it's going. Now I can get over spot for those, $5 over spot for a silver round, a generic. So it is what it is. I mean, hopefully this market that we're seeing right now, hello, Lincoln Central Coins, the market we're seeing now, hopefully it stays this way and it slowly keeps increasing, but we don't know what's going to happen. We're on new ground with this COVID. We really are. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I know what's going to happen. I don't. But anyway, I do have another silver around here. This is stuff I bought today. Whoops.
That a beaver?
And it's in Australia.
It's a kangaroo.
Yeah, they had the year of the monkey, or they did it for calendar years, like the year of the monkey and the mouse and all that. And then here's the rooster. It's a nice.
Oh, that was cool.
And I like this kind of stuff, but I'm not going to sell it to someone and say, man, you need to buy this now because, man, this is going to really be worth something in the future. You don't know that.
Right.
There's just no way, I would rather have, like I was showing you before, here's another Morgan. I'd rather have one of these myself.
30.
That's a real nice. Now, it's graded 64, but boy, it's a good, I like the little peripheral toning it has on it.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. Just let me know if these aren't focusing or you guys can't see it. I'm not used to these cameras. Sometimes I don't know if it's focused or not.
It didn't focus that time.
It didn't?
Not on the back.
It did on the face.
It did on the face, but not on the back.
See if it'll.
There it is. Oh, New Orleans.
And that's one of my favorite looks on a silver dollar. I like that look. A little peripheral toning on it, but it still has a lot of the bright whiteness to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of pretty myself too, to have the different colors on there versus just that high shine.
Yes, and usually, that's a coin that's never been dipped. More than likely, Not that there's anything wrong with lightly dipping a mint state coin. That can help it, but then if it's already cleaned, it'll look cleaned, and that's what you have to know. You have to know if that coin's clean before you do it. I hear a lot of people saying, nope, you're running the coin because they look cleaned afterwards. No, you can tell they're dipped because I have the experience with that. But as far as the coin being clean, PCGS will still grade it as problem free. Someone asked me here, would you sell 2019 reverse proofs or hold them? I sell all my coins, but for a collector, I would probably, it depends on when you bought it and how much you paid for it. If you got it from the US Mint, hang on to it. It's not going to go down in value. I think at this point, they're pretty much settled out and they are what they are. Unless they come out with more of them, which they're not, obviously. I think there was a little blurb where everybody got a text that the US Mint had some more available and everybody got on there and it was all sold out again. So I don't know if they sold a couple more or what happened. But we're talking about the 2019 reverse enhanced proofs here, the ones that were only 30,000 mintage. I don't know if you all know about that or not.
I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they released the Silver Eagle. It was a proof, enhanced reverse proof, and they released it as 30,000. And when it went on sale noon, I had my phone and my computer. I was trying to get one. Everybody's trying to get one, and their servers they couldn't keep up with the bandwidth capacity, and everybody was kind of upset that they didn't get one. But there was only 30,000, and there's probably about 100,000 people trying to get them. So yeah, it was.
What made it so special?
The fact that it was a low mintage and people love Silver Eagles. Silver Eagles are one of the most popular bullion coins ever, probably the most popular bullion coin. And with that coin being popular like that, and then you come out with a low mintage special finish on a proof, and everybody thought it was going to be like the 1995, which was also another one that's only has a low mintage. I think 33,000 or 30,000 in that range. And it came with the gold set. I wish I had one I could show you guys. I don't have one of the sets, but no one thought the 95W was going to do that. They didn't think it was going to go to $2,000, and it did.
Yeah. Per coin?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
Now just think, if you found one of several of those in a safe, someone couldn't get open, and they threw it over that bridge, and your magnet got a hold of it.
That'd be some real treasure. I don't even know what to do with myself if that actually happened. I don't even. That's crazy.
Yeah, I've always okay. I have a story then.
Stories are always good
about coins.
Sure.
I had someone gave me a copy out of a book. Now I can't think the name of the book now. It's been years ago. And okay, what is a brown Ike? A brown Ike. Well, I don't have one on my desk here, but it's an Ike that comes in a brown box. It's like a GSA holder, and it's a proof. It's a 40% silver proof. They come in this brown box. That's why they call them that. And they come in what the Morgan dollars look like in a GSA holder. So anyway, what I was going to say is it showed in my area there was supposed to be this road that a guy that retired took his whole life savings and bought 30 gallons of silver dollars from the bank, buried them in this little hollow. And they don't call it that name. It was like Prickly Ash Road. They don't call it that anymore, and no one lives there anymore. All the houses that were there, because I found some land plots, are not there anymore. And I think I found the area that it was in, and of course, it flooded on him, and all of his markers were gone. It filled in with mud. They had a big flood, of course, the 37 flood, I think it was. It's one of those floods back in the early days, and no one's ever found it that we know of. And that story intrigued me enough to where I've been out there multiple times thinking, man, where is it? Is it here? I'd like to find all those silver dollars, So I don't know if it's in
Any of them been recovered?
That I know of, I've never heard of anyone recovering it. I don't know. But those are the kind of stories like you talked about. You never know. I mean, they drained a local lake to fix the dam back about 10 years ago, maybe 15. And I went down to walk around, and there was a safe setting where it was at the bottom. Someone had stole the safe off someone, opened it up, and then threw it in the lake on their way out because it was right by the road there. Then there was an old toolbox, and a guy was like, walking with his dog, and he said, "Man, I tried to get that open. I don't know if there's something in that one compartment." Well, boy, I went out in that mud and ripping that thing open. Nothing but water, water and rust all over my hands and mud.
It's all part of treasure hunting.
Right.
Hey, it is, man. I got it in my blood too.
It's that thing that'll make you pull over and see what's in that bag.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what though? The only people who find the treasure are the people that will get in there and go look for it. So.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, or you can just be walking along the trail and find the saddle ridge hoard right beside your legs. I mean, can you imagine? I mean, that's like winning Powerball 10 times or something. I mean,
Right.
Man. Yeah.
I know this, if I find a tin can full of golden eagles in California when we're out there, I'm not telling nobody.
We'll never know they were found.
Tom's Gold Dirt. Look what he said. That old man said, "I bet I can get him to look silly and get all dirty." It worked.
He got you.
I was the fool. I wouldn't have been the fool if there's a gold coin in there.
No, you
Yeah,
wouldn't.
not at all.
Even if there's a silver dollar.
I wouldn't even complain if there was 75 cents.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean,
Hey, treasure's treasure.
It's treasure. That's right.
Treasure's treasure.
has anybody here metal detected and started finding a bunch of quarters and dimes and nickels where someone dumped out their change thing out of their car?
Coin spill.
I did it. I thought I was hitting the mother load. And there's a bunch of state quarters, and I was like rubbing it off. I was like, these aren't silver quarters. Yeah, I used to metal detect. Dad used to take me metal detecting to the parks, and we would find old cars and pennies and.
Right.
And my dad literally I used to dig. My dad would take me out and I just want to dig. I love to dig in the dirt. So he would take me out and he'd be like, "Oh, be careful. You got to put that back the way you got to be careful because you won't be able to come down here anymore." But I would always want to dig. Well, there was a person that passed away locally. The family said, "We've got a map of all of the silver jars of silver. We found all of it, but we can't find this. So here's the map. Go out back or wherever and if you find it, you can keep it." So Dad, and this is a true story now. There's apartments over it right now. Dad goes after the metal detector and he keeps hitting it. He didn't take me with him this time. So he didn't have his digger with him. So he keeps digging down and he keeps hitting pipes. They were old galvanized pipes. He gave up. He said, "I'm done." So one of the contractors come in, one of the local guys, the real estate, he bought it. They went just underneath to get all that old plumbing up and clipped the top off all those jars of silver.
Oh.
I said, "Dad, you know I would have dug if you would have just brought me." I was
Pipes.
only like 11 years old. I said, "Man, you know we would have got that. I would have dug below those pipes. I would have tried to dig the pipe out of the ground, literally. And I wouldn't have been in
Right.
the park
Get 'em
where I
out
had
of
to
the
worry
way.
about it." I think I would have found it.
So when you talk about the education that you're doing, do your videos include videos on how to identify fraud?
I have a lot of videos on that. I actually have videos that show some things on Etsy, things on eBay. I actually did a little bit of an investigation. Someone else gave me some information to show someone who literally bought coins, Morgan dollars, the CCs, put them in the roll, and we saw them on the end rolls they were selling later on. Some people use different accounts on eBay, so they'll buy like whatever coins they can get for deals, key dates. Then they'll buy a bunch of junk. They'll stick the junk in the middle and put the good coins they bought on the end rolls, and then say it's unsearched. Well, they put the rolls together. So I found, we've got the evidence. I put it in a video, the evidence that someone did that. So yeah, I do stuff like that.
Yeah, that you're willing to call people out. That's great. That's a good way to help prevent it.
Yeah, and I have a lot of videos on HSN too. I point out some of the lies that are told on that channel as well. That's really, man, that's something else when he tells everybody that a peace dollar has actually had a melt value of $50 at one time. You know, silver would have had to been at $60 an ounce for 60 some dollars. I think I figured for it to be $50 melt, and it never was that high. I mean, if you want to look at they say for inflation adjusted, but it wasn't worth that back then. It never was worth $50.
Right. It might have been worth. No, it couldn't have been. It's still an ounce, right?
Well, I mean, it's 90% silver, so you're looking at 0.725 times
Right.
whatever melt is. So Yeah. So it's not even really an ounce. I mean, right now, I think melt value is like $20 and 2021 or something like that. I think right now. Of course, it went down today. I don't know what silver is lately. I haven't checked it when it closed today, but I know that it was down around $26.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, and that's another thing. It's hard to buy in a market when it's dropping. It's easy to buy when it's going up. But when it starts dropping, you're like, okay, what do I pay people? Because here I paid them $1 or $2 over melt. Now I'm wanting to pay them melt because it's dropping. Yeah, it's because I have regular customers, and one thing about online, it seems like I have some customers who sell to me, and they become my friends, and they literally understand my business and they want to support it. So they make sure that when they sell it to me, they understand that what I have to make. Right. And I've had a couple people, one guy, he sent me some pictures yesterday in an email, and he said, I need to make a down payment on something. So I want to sell these Morgan dollars. And they were CCs. They were graded. Carson City Morgan dollars are rare. When they're in mint state, they're worth several $100s and up. And I told him, I said, well, just tell me what you want for these, and let me see if I can meet you in the middle, or, whatever it might be. And he gave me his quote, which was under what I would have paid him. So I told him, I said, I'll pay you this much. I said, that's more than fair what you wanted. I said, but I want to pay you this much. So I offered him my offer, which that works out. I love when I can do offers like that, because you hate when someone thinks they walk out and you can tell they're not really happy. And I tell them, don't sell to me if you're not happy. Please do not. I said, I don't need the guilt trip. I do. I feel bad because I don't want, I know it's strange to hear a coin dealer say that, but I really don't want people walking out of here thinking I didn't give them a fair shake on their coins. Most people think that I'm fair. They say that they come to my shop and they say, I was told to come to you because you are really good and you're honest. And that's worth more than all the gold, silver I got, man. I mean, it's worth it. That means more to me than anything. And I'm genuine with that, man. That's what I love. My name's worth more than my coins.
So if I walk into a coin shop and say, I'm interested, I want to start collecting coins. I walk into a coin shop. How do I know if I'm in a reputable, let's just say, the coin shop down the street, he's been around for a while, seems like a good guy, but you don't really know. And you don't know coins. You don't know what kind of businessman he really is. How do I know that when I walk in there, I'm going to at least get a fair deal and not get ripped off? Are there anything that I can look for? I mean, sales techniques or anything like that would, well, you know what I'm saying?
If you don't know about coins and you go into a coin shop, there's not going to be anything you're really going to pick up on, because it's almost going to be a culture shock.
Right.
Some of the things I'm saying in this video, I'm not used to not talking to people that don't know about coins that much. I'm not saying you guys don't know about coins, but there's some things I'm probably saying that may be a little foreign, and that's understandable. Yeah. I'm always in that kind of company when people walk in the shop. One of the things that you can do and is look in the case and ask them if you can look at a couple things. And don't waste their time, though. I mean, they know when you're trying to fill them out. They're not stupid. I'm a coin dealer, man. I'm used to this. I used to people coming in thinking,
I'm genuinely looking to maybe start collecting coins.
Right.
Well, that's what I know.
Yeah. Right. Well, if you look in the case and bring out something, let's say it's a proof set or a Morgan dollar. I mean, just a common Morgan dollar. I got a 78cc right here. It's kind of in the plastic. I'll take it out of it. I'll just show it to you. It's a coin that'll go for a little over $100 in this condition. Okay. It's well circulated. It's close to in the very fine range. Yeah, very fine range. And then on the back here, I'll show you the CC. If you can actually see what he's selling this coin for, and be candid. Just talk to him like you're talking to anybody and say, look, you've got how much on this coin? And he'll be like, 125. Okay. And you're like, well, what do you usually pay for that? I'm not trying to get in your business too much, but I mean, I'm just trying to understand this business a little bit and try to appeal to the sensibilities of the person, not trying to be a jerk to them or anything like that.
Right.
Coin dealers will not feel that comfortable with that. Some coin dealers may not want to answer you. They may say, well, if you're not going to buy, maybe you need to leave. I wouldn't do that to someone, but it is kind of funny when someone asks me stuff like that, but you almost have to. You're like, look, I'm just kind of wondering what a deal is in this. What's a good deal? And you're asking me. I mean, right. We're all completely disarmed here. with each other. We're trusting,
absolutely.
we're just feeling each other out a little bit, but you know what I mean? You have to create that environment when you walk into a coin shop yourself, kind of be in control of it a little bit and let them be in control. It's a give and take. But if you walk in with a chip on your shoulder, or if you walk into a coin shop, like the coin dealer's going to crook me, he's going to rip me off, then he's going to sense that. You can pick up on people. When you're in sales, you can pick up on it. I can pick up on it. You know, what I do is I do my best to disarm the situation. And I have a big screen TV up front. I'll bring it up and I'll say, look, this is what they're selling for. I'll pay you this. If you don't like my deal, you can counter me, but I may not take your counter. But that's okay. There's no reason to be upset about it. I have to make a certain amount. There's a reason why I'm offering that. And it's not because I'm trying to rip you off. It's because that's what I know I can sell it for, and this is what I want to make on it.
Right.
And that's how I approach it.
Most people realize that you got to make a profit too, right?
Yes. And I tell them that.
At least they should.
Yeah. You know, some people want all the money. They want you to make a couple dollars, and they want all the money. And that's really frustrating for a coin dealer, because especially if it's like inventory that you need for your shop, something that maybe someone's asked for, and here you are looking at it. And if you pay them too much one time, they're going to be back with more, and you're going to overpaying. And you can't keep doing that with someone. So you have to set the pace with certain people. That's another thing. It's not really that complicated once you're doing it all the time. I mean, I'm pretty good at it. I mean, as far as I maintain honesty, and I'm very firm. You know, I stick with what I say and make sure that one thing I say one day is the same thing I say the next day, and the day after that, and next year. Because some people got elephant memories when your coin dealer says something. Like, you said that. Yeah.
Have you ever had to break anybody's heart where they thought they brought in?
You had to ask the hardest part of my job.
Yeah.
I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'll tell you a story that's really sad. A woman came in the shop. She had a Walking Liberty $50. And do you know what Walking Liberty $50 are, right? I mean, you all seen those? I showed you a picture of one of them that's uncirculated. It was a circulated example. And what happened was her and her mother had this coin together. And I'll show you what a Walking Liberty $50 for those who may not know that's watching this.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. And, you know, they call them Walking Liberties because it has the Liberty on the front that looks like she's walking.
Right.
And I like the eagle design on the reverse as well.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Focused.
So 1916 to 1947 is when these were minted. She had a 1945. Her and her mother looked it up, and they thought it was worth several $100s. Well, her mom passes away. So this is the only thing that she has between her and her mom that's left. Well, she needs money for funeral expenses. So she comes in and she puts it down on the counter, and I look at it, and she said, I looked it up online, and it was going for $450. And I knew immediately that she had to be looking at something online, and I asked her what she did, and she told me, and I did the same search, and there it was. It was a graded proof of one of those, and the proofs are worth, you know, $400 or $500 for her for the year she had it. And if it's a mint state 66 or 65, I think it was. And I had to tell her, she started to cry. And I said, you know, the coin is worth, I don't want to offer anything for your coin because I don't want to hurt you. And I told her this. I said, I don't, because it's worth more to you to keep that. And I don't want to offer you anything. I always buy coins. I told her that. I said, but I don't want to do that to you. It's just not worth what you think, but it's worth more to you because of your mom's connection.
Right.
And so she walked out with it, but she was, and yes, I have. I don't like that part. I don't. And Etsy ads,
That can't be fun or easy.
Yes. The ads on Google are horrible. Because people don't type in a price guide, they type in just their coin. And I tell them, ask them if they have, I literally have them bring pocket change out of their pocket. And when I have a little bit of time up front with them and I bring it up on the computer, I'll just type in, like, let's say 1977 Lincoln cent. Guaranteed there's going to be Etsy ads up there of someone trying to sell one for 10 grand or 5 grand.
Yeah.
And I tell them, I said, you know, this is what you really want to do. You know that coin's in your pocket and it's not worth that much, or it wouldn't be in your pocket.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the same on eBay. When you look coins up, or anything actually, you'll see these prices and you go, what? And then when you go to that item that's already been sold, you see that those prices were not realistic.
Right.
You know?
I mean, you can do that also with textbooks. I tell people, I said, if you don't believe me on the coins and you think that I might be trying to pull the wool over your eyes, go and type in some textbooks on Amazon or eBay. There's some of them that'll be in there for $500, $600. My daughter's in college. We went through this. I'm like, $5,000? What? It's $20 over here. So yeah, it happens in all walks of life. Every collectible, everything. There's frauds. There's fake purses out there. There's, you name it.
There's people who think they got something more than what they really do.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's out there for sure.
And that's a good point, Justice. You also sometimes, I'm sure, you have to battle people's personal value versus actual value, and I'm sure that would be very difficult.
It is. What is really, I'll tell you the most difficult thing besides that, where you probably hurt somebody's feelings and didn't mean to, is that they'll come in. Everybody has had a loved one that's passed away, and that a loved one that you respected, that you felt was really knowledgeable, and they passed. And there's all these feelings when someone passes. You feel sorry for them because they didn't get to live longer. You miss them because they're gone now. And there's just all these little mixed things going on. And I know this. So when someone walks in the shop with a big old briefcase or boxes full of coins, and they bought them from one of these companies like HSN, and they have the receipts, and they bring the receipts out, and they bought these coins when gold was down for prices higher than what it is now when gold's up. So we have to tell these people, and they have been in tears before, because then at that point, they only have the grief to deal with, but they also have the fact that their own deceased relative got ripped off. And that's something these companies are not thinking of. They're not understanding that those coins will be left to someone one day, and that person will find out that their really smart, intelligent loved one was not all that smart as they thought they were when it comes to the coins. And that just, to me, it adds insult to injury, salt into the wound. Something that I try to cover in my videos. I mean, my goodness, if you're watching this, please stop ripping people off. Charge a realistic value for the coin. Quit trying to tell them it's an investment. Someone's going to get that coin and we're going to find out the bad news.
Right.
I know people don't have to care. I get it. You don't have to care. Whatever. What do they call it? Sucker born every minute. Whatever.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what
I know.
Barnum Bailey said. I think there's a sucker born every minute.
I can tell you, I know there probably is, but it's not because they bought a coin for too much money. I'll take anybody to the challenge to go to a doctor's office or go to auto repair and tell me they can't get ripped off by one of them and get told something false just so they can get money out of them, or a prescription or a repair on their car.
Oh yeah.
You better be a mechanic and know what you're doing before you tell me you can, because you don't know nothing about it. You can't be stupid about something you don't know about. You're only stupid if you keep going back and doing it again and again when you know better.
Got a few questions here for you.
Okay.
Let's see. Hordor. Old Delore.
Hordor.
Would you sell fake silver coins so we can use to see and learn from? Or I guess I don't know. I mean, would you sell fake ones for people to learn from them?
I have never sold a fake coin. I have them in my box. I have a huge collection of fake coins. I actually share those coins in one of my videos. I actually show you how to identify fakes versus authentic coins. Yeah, cool. That's one of the things. Well, as we speak, this one was in an album that I purchased. I'll see if you guys. This is a 94S Morgan dollar. Now it looks pretty good, especially when you got a Dansko, what they call a Dansko album. You ever seen the albums? Dansko albums or Whitman albums that have the slides, you pull them in and out. That you insert the coins in. That kind of filters out some of the light when you're going through them. So sometimes things do slip through the cracks on you. This was a 94S. Now 94S in this condition, you're looking at extra fine to AU. It's worth, I mean, we're talking, it can get up around $1,000, several $100s for these coins. when I pulled it out, I mean, I could tell something was wrong with it the way it looks. The collar itself's wrong. Then when you look at it underneath magnification, it has what is like little pimples all over it where the dye, where it was either electroplated or however they manufactured it. So it's just one of those things that I'd go to VAM World, try to find the reverse VAM using the mint mark, and realize that that's not the right mint mark font either. That's another thing to do, you know, just little things like that. Like I said, I cover that in videos in detail, so that, you know, if you go to my channel and you type in fake Morgan dollar, you'll come up with a video that'll show that. I have 16D dime, mercury dime, a video. I've done different videos on coins that are faked a lot, you know.
So, I mean, we're like an industry of people making fake coins and selling them. This is,
yeah.
Wow.
They've been doing it since coins came out. I mean, that's one of those things that's been going on for centuries.
Everything's been faked forever.
Yeah, I mean, they'll fake anything, and they'll fake even a penny if they can think they can get by with it. Fake silver dimes, common stuff that they can sell you a roll of them, or salt rolls with them.
Right.
I buy fakes all the time in this coin shop, not on purpose. Sometimes you'll buy rolls of stuff or a bag of silver coins. I'm talking about $1,000 face bag, and when you do, you go through it, you'll find something in there it's not silver or something that's fake.
Wow.
It just happens, you know, like that coin there. I usually catch them. What happens is when people send me books of Morgan dollars in the mail for me to purchase or give them appraisal, I'll find 2 or 3 fakes sometimes in them. Wow. And I just have to tell them, you know, and they think they've got a coin that I'm going to be paying them a lot of money for.
Right.
Like, look, it's, I don't want to buy it is what I tell them. I said, I'll send the whole book back to you because I'd rather not buy it, but they trust me. You know, I can show them and prove it, you know.
Right.
There's been a couple times I bought a Dansko album full and didn't realize one of them was a fake until I got it out and started going through them and separating them. I've done that before. So, you know, it happens to everybody.
You know what they say, there's a sucker born every day.
Ask, have you had a fake Morgan with the correct weight?
Yes, I have one. I have some right now, 90% silver and everything. I'll tell you what happened. I bought 4 gold coins and I paid less than melt for the gold coins. The reason for that is that there's some gold coins that go forever melt. I get that. If they're graded, if they're raw gold coins, I have to watch. The reason, they'll test out. These coins tested out. Sent off to NGC, they were fake. PCGS, they were fake. So I can still take them to the refinery and get the gold out of them and still not lose, even the grading fees. So I've had that happen. I've had 4 fake coins come through the door that looked authentic. Didn't even match anything in the books for the fakes. NGC has a good website for that. I have the books for that, one of the best books there is on gold fakes, and none of them was in those books. These were different. So, you know, like I said, they were gold though. You know, they were the right weight and everything. So I actually have one of the Sigmas, so I can verify. It doesn't really tell you 100%. It can verify that it should be gold on the outside, so thick. You really need to melt them down to really find out if something's fake or not, or cut it in half. Yeah. You know, I mean, you can get one of those big guns. They got those 20,000 guns.
Yeah, right. You got a potential of destroying a perfectly good coin then.
Yeah, but I mean, they do make those guns that are like $20,000 you can buy that'll measure pretty deep.
Oh, okay.
They typically have them, but even the guy at the refinery will tell you, say, look, you know, but 100%, you know, we're not authenticating the coin. We're just telling you it's gold.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
you got gold there. If it's a real gold coin, that's something else.
Yeah.
What is your all-time favorite coin, Daniel? How'd you pronounce this? Oh, she left.
Oh, it's Hodor.
Yeah, thank you.
My favorite design is the Morgan dollar is what I like. You know, the one that I showed you earlier.
Right. Any year or mint or just?
Well, I mean, not really. I like just a real nice Morgan dollar, well struck. You know, a lot of luster to it. That's one of my favorites. And obviously, everybody likes the 93S or the 95 proof. Those are really rare. You know, but if you had one in this condition, you're talking about tens of thousands of dollars. I mean, $100,000 or plus. It's the 93S is just really rare. Made 100,000, and the dies, it has 2 reverse dies and 1 obverse die. So it's how you identify that one. But yeah, Morgan dollars, when they were struck, they were very difficult to strike. So the dies lasted up to 100,000 coins per die. Sometimes they'd break up before that, you know. But you know, that's one of the favorites. It's the key date, you know, of the series. Of course, I like CCs. 89 CC is really rare, but I don't know. I just kind of like nice looking Morgans. It doesn't really have to be rare or anything special like that. I just like these coins here. I could keep them just as well as sell them, but you know, like I said, I'm in the business of buying and selling.
Right.
You
know. Let me see. We have another question from our friend Bill, Ohio Realhead Kenner.
Or a comment.
Yeah. Does Daniel ever deal with detectorist coins, and how does he value them with the environmental damage?
I mean, I do. I try to stay away from problem coins, period, even if they're metal detector or graded. To me, they're all problem coins, whether they're metal detected or not. If someone brings one into me and wants to sell it, I buy them. I've bought them before. You know, I have a few right now that I know were probably dug out of the ground because of the way they look.
He also just posted, I was looking at something else then. He says, I dug an 1880 P. Morgan in 2015, beautiful condition, and I never cleaned it. So, should he clean it or not clean it?
I mean, you should clean it, because the dirt that's on that, I mean, that's why they have problems, because what's on them is still in that dirt, and it can still have an effect on the coin. So you want to remove the dirt. I mean, because you're not going to hurt a already problem coin. I mean, more than likely, it's probably got a little environmental damage. Get a little Dawn dishwashing soap, put it underneath some warm water, and just thumb it clean. I mean, I will tell you to do that with a metal detector find. You gotta you know, get that off there.
At least get the
soils
dirt
can
off,
have salts in it. You know, you guys know the alkalinity. You all know that stuff more than I do. But yeah, it can still continue to hurt that coin.
He said he did rinse it off.
Okay, well, yeah, if it's rinsed off, you're probably not gonna be able to do anything else to it. He said it came out gorgeous.
Right.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, well, see, that's cleaning it. If you're rubbing it off, I mean, there's a difference between, you know, cleaning your skin and getting the dirt off of you, and then taking a daggone Brillo pad to your skin and tearing the hide off of it.
All right.
You don't want to do that to a coin. Okay, but it's still
don't
clean.
Want to use an SOS pad or even like
that is
Tarnex.
Harsh cleaning. That's what I call type 2 cleaning.
What about like Tarnex and stuff?
No.
Right. That actually takes some of the metal away, don't it?
Yeah, you know, you're going to take some metal away. I mean, the whole thing is that when a coin circulates, metal's removed from that coin from handling by hands and in pocket and other coins.
True.
So no matter what you do, you're moving molecules of metal touching coins and rubbing on them anyways.
Right.
You can't detect it with your eyes, so therefore it's not considered harmful until you keep doing it and it thumbs it. There's a thing called thumbing where people used to thumb the cheek of a Morgan to get rid of the lines. Try to. You can tell that's what's been done to the coin. At that point, yeah, you've damaged it, but just lightly rubbing it, getting some stuff off of it, it's not going to hurt it. Trust me, it's easy to hurt a coin if you want to, but if you're not trying to, it is hard to hurt a coin. And if it looks like you hurt it after you gently did something to it, that was already done to the coin before you touched it. I promise it was just toned or covered up, and you uncovered where it had been cleaned. I see that a lot. People tell me, man, look what I did. I ruined my coin. No, I bet you it was already ruined before you touched it. You just didn't know it because it had something on it or toned or something. Coins toned certain ways because they've been cleaned a certain way. Not all coins toned or cleaned. I'm just saying some coins have that dark toning on them. It typically means they've been cleaned before. You just can't see the lines until you clean it off, dip it or whatever. Well, guys, I got time for a couple more questions, and then I'm going to have to head to the house.
I was just going to say we're going on an hour, and I think we had you overtime already. But...
I'm enjoying it. I appreciate it, guys. I really do.
Well, I'm really glad you came on, Daniel. It's been fun and really informative. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm honored for you guys to do that. I'm flattered. I appreciate it. It don't have to be the last time.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Nope, it doesn't.
Yeah, like I said, I appreciate it. And like I said, if you got a couple more questions, I'll answer them real fast. If we got anybody in there,
I don't see any more. Let me look at the chat over here.
Keith from Metal Detecting in Alaska says, I noticed that when I carried a silver coin in my pocket, it got cleaner.
yeah, because you're wearing it off. Pocket pieces, what we call them. Door knockers. People used to use them for door knockers, peace dollars, and things like that.
Huh.
Thanks, Tom's Gold Dirt. Daniel, thank you. You're welcome. I appreciate everybody in the chat, everybody that came to visit.
Definitely
chat here.
Tom.
Hopefully it helps you guys out a little bit. Get you some subs, and it's really good. You guys are down to earth. I enjoy that.
We don't get subs. Our subs go to your channel and sub you.
And if you're not subbed to Daniel already at Coin Help You, I am one of his subscribers. I do watch his videos. I don't comment as much as I should on any video, but I do find them very informative, and that's why you seemed really down to earth, Daniel, and approachable. And I've checked out your website, your channel, other videos, and I'm like, I think the Detectorist and a lot of people will enjoy him on our show. So
Sure.
I really appreciate it that you're here with us tonight.
Yeah, and I do have an actual metal detector. I have a Garrett 350. It sits in my bedroom. I get it out every once in a while in my yard, mess around. I don't get out like I should. Actually my coin shop itself, if I don't work 12 hours a day, I work 16. That's the truth.
24/7
and clean up. And yeah, it's when you got your own business like this, and your success rides on how well you sell coins and buy coins. That's definitely. But guys, I'm going to head out of here, clean up, and head to the house. And it was nice meeting all of you. It's an honor to be on here with you guys, and I sure do appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
I appreciate you joining us, Daniel.
That's having you on.
Thank you.
Yes, definitely nice having you on.
Thanks, man. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
All right. Good night. All right. Now for the normal.
Let my dog out.
Okay, hurry up. Oh, geez. I guess I'll wait till Dano or Jesse comes back, Dano, before I talk about what happened on the way home. Yeah, I was going through Mansfield through a rugged part of highway always, and I thought my trailer was hitched well, but it had that noise, it's something didn't sound right, and I could have checked it since I was the first to pull out of camp and the last one to leave the property. I could have checked it, You're muted, Jesse. But I didn't. I could have checked it before I got on the freeway, but I didn't. And lo and behold, I hit a big bump, and there goes my trailer.
Oh.
Yeah. There goes my trailer behind me. Reminded me of a time when Dennis, Polak Dennis, for the love of me, my late friend, I can't remember your name, bro. Last name.
Anyways.
I could never pronounce it, and he went by Polak. But our friend Dennis, on the way to Geofair, our club trailer did the same thing. Came off. Panic in any situation is what makes things go sideways. And I didn't panic, and I just stayed calm. People got out of the way and gave me room. It was pretty congested. I moved over, Nothing was broken, no damage. I rehitched it, got back on the road, and then today, about half hour away from the job site, I got a flat. More like 20 minutes. East Coast prospecting, you missed it, my friend.
yeah.
Daniel had to go. Spoke very highly of you, by the way, Chris. Take
Yes,
the
he
man
said-
out dredging if you can pull him
Yeah, take
away.
him dredging, dude.
Pull him away from the coin shop. Take him out dredging. I know you'd love it. Yeah, we.
We had a great time with the Jersey History Hunters too. By the way, they were there.
Oh,
It was-
yeah.
it was a lot of fun.
They had a
Digging
good
deep
time.
beeps. Joel, great guy. I
Mhm.
hope to see him on the river again. He only lives in Akron. So
Right.
I hope to see him out and about again. Maybe he'll let us tag along sometime and go beeping with him.
That would be cool too.
Also, Audra and Rach, they were totally radical dudes. You would have
Yeah.
loved them, Rose. They're
He's radical.
totally radical dudes.
Radical.
Totally. They were awesome. You're awesome, Audra, Rach.
So do we let them tell everybody what they won, or should we tell everybody what they won?
Tell us.
Um,
Tell us. Oh no.
They want to tell everybody on their videos, so they have to go see.
Okay.
Well, you know, Joel already spilled the beans on
Oh,
it.
did he? Okay. Then
On his video he produced a few hours ago, or released a few hours ago.
she says we can.
She won
One of them did.
Equinox 600. Audra did. Equinox 600 metal detector, which is a nice detector.
Right on. Congratulations.
Yeah, and me and Ed talked about one of them will probably win it because that's just the way it is there.
Yeah, and lo and behold, and I even won a competition over the weekend.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
Yeah, I won the dowsing competition.
Right.
I am the
20 foot away.
2020 Ohio Gold Rush dowsing competition champion.
Awesome.
I incorporated my rods and my pendulum, and it got me the closest. Wasn't on the money, but got me.
Then during the
closest.
Sunday night raffles, I won a nugget necklace.
Gigantic nugget.
I
See
didn't
you,
win nothing this
Keithy.
weekend.
Oh, sorry, Jess.
Well, no, actually, I did. I got
Had
to
to won
hang out.
something.
I got to hang out with a bunch of cool people. Hung out with Jason Keith prospecting all weekend. That was just so much fun.
I got the best gold of them all, like you, Jesse. I got
You
to
know.
hang around Flash Fam,
Yep. You bet.
other
We had-
creators,
we had-
great people, making new friends, or actually not making new friends,
Hanging out with
solidifying a
old-
friendship forged in the fiery furnace of YouTube.
You know. Okay, Ed. Less drama there.
Hey, Ron Shaws, how you doing?
But
Definitely
I'll tell you
felt
what,
that.
they were, I mean, for the fact that we didn't really have any vendors there, no, major vendors there, there was quite a few people there. It was a very good
It
turnout.
actually really impressed me but like you said, all this COVID crap,
Right.
people being self-quarantined or self-imprisonized or
And that was
however,
amazing. We didn't hardly
you
see
want.
nobody with masks on, just like one or two, and that was it.
just
Right.
a handful.
We
Just a
named
handful.
our we named our compound Camp COVID. People stayed away.
Yes, they were amazing. A lot of them we see every year.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Swiftwater Tony, how you
Scotty,
doing?
let's say, hey, look, there's Gold Monkey and Shaw's Prospecting,
Gold-
Pirate Prospecting, and of course the dudes.
The old monkey snuck in tonight.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And of course,
Damn.
let's not forget the world's greatest moderator, Mr. Lodek. You doing there, buddy?
Oh, he says,
How are you
Scott
today?
didn't see the nugget. Here you go, Scott.
East Coast. Tony kept him quarantined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice nugget.
we-
What, 3.3? Is that what it was?
3.34 grams.
That was
Yeah.
nice, Dano. Nice.
Good
I
work.
was hoping to win that 6-gram baby.
I wanted the backpack dredge is what I was shooting for.
Yeah, that's what I was
I
going
would
for,
have
too.
took that too, and then we would have had 2 dredges to work, brothers.
You're about it. Well, we still would have had 2 to work. And then Jason, he hung out with us all weekend.
Which
Heck of a
was
guy.
awesome.
Yeah, and
Cooked for us
hello,
Sunday.
Dickie.
Now, in his upcoming videos, he might show something that flash in your pan.
No,
Spawn,
Thomas, I told you it's mine, not hers.
That's put into his possession to help him get
I'm
that
gonna slip it off the
Dominican
clasp
gold.
and put it in one of them little round containers.
Oh, look, Ray Russo. What's up, Ray? And then there's Raven and Smackarock. What's up, you 2 lovebirds?
Yeah, some nice gold in the last video of yours I've watched, Raven.
Oh,
and
yeah, that was a
Skipper
nice.
Rock. I mean,
Yeah,
Smack
working-
Rock.
Slap Rock. Yeah, working at the little. They were working in Arizona, right? I wonder what happened to Scotty. Scotty, did you-
Yeah, I did, Ron. I did. I had it right here. Don't worry about it. I'll get it to you. It ain't gonna be there tomorrow, but probably won't get it mailed out till after I get back from California, to be perfectly honest. So
Jason.
if you get it while I'm in California, I got it done.
Jason's flying out 3 days before us.
Yeah, I see that. He's flying out to 15, going home.
Make sure
Yeah, you
you
got it.
say
You
hi
got it.
to Patricia for us.
Yes.
Safe travels mainly, brother. Safe
And
travels.
next
yeah.
year at Gold Rush Days, you need to bring Patricia with you.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe we could get the Jersey girls there again.
Well, so are they still in Georgia? Are you guys still in-
They're at Paul's and his wife, American Relica.
Okay, cool.
They were in here earlier. I believe it's American Relic Hunters.
Is that who that is? Yeah, they were here.
Oh, Nikki, we want you there. We talk about it all the time. We want you to.
You bet.
Yeah, we're gonna do what we can to make it happen.
We'll start a GoFundMe to get you
Yeah,
here.
I think honestly we could probably pull it together, guys.
Yeah, it'd be probably easier for her, us to help her get here than her to help us get there.
That's right.
A lot cheaper, that's for sure.
Oh, American Woodland Relics.
American Woodland Relics, yes.
Right.
Yes.
Hey, Dallas. So, Rose, you mentioned something about you wanted to tell us something that happened to you today.
God, it happened on Sunday, but oh my gosh, it's a little embarrassing, but I'm going to tell you guys anyways. I got my first magnet fishing injury.
Oh, no.
And
Did you forget to wear your gloves?
No, Angela and I had bought brand new gloves that day before we started. Brand new gloves, guys. But while I was brushing off some debris from the magnet, I stabbed myself with a long, rusty piece of metal and broke it off into my hand.
Ow!
And
That makes my knees hurt just thinking of it.
I'm telling you.
yeah, you guys, I messed with it a little bit while I was there, and then I just kind of brushed it off, and I was like, when I get home, I'll get some tweezers out and I'll pull it out. You know, I didn't even realize that metal had broken off for a little bit because those gloves were so new. I thought that I just jabbed myself, you know. And when I finally got the gloves off and looked at it, I said, "Oh my gosh, there's metal in my hand." And I made it home that night, and I spent 1 or 2 hours trying to pull it out myself, and I couldn't access it. I got a razor blade out, and I just very lightly shaved the skin off a little bit to try to get better access, and I couldn't. And the next day I woke up and there was some swelling in my hand, and I started doing soaks, and this was Monday. All the doctor's offices are closed. I waited to go to my doctor today, and I have a full-blown infection in my hand. She spent an hour trying to get it out herself, 3 different shots to numb me, and an hour she couldn't get it out. Now I have to go to a hand surgeon to get a sliver of metal pulled out of my hand.
Ow!
I don't want to sound really stupid or like an idiot, but couldn't you have pulled it out with the magnet?
I tried.
Did you?
So I don't know if maybe this is rust or not very metallic. I don't know, and I also don't even know how big it is. But the magnet.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
Yeah, if I move my hand enough, I can feel like it's like cutting inside my flesh.
Ow!
Ow!
Sorry.
Is your hand all bandaged up?
You know what? So we just, because she and the doctor, she made a bigger hole to try to get things out of it. But because I'm going to go see the surgeon so soon, we just put some antibiotic ointment on it and a Band-Aid. And they gave me some antibiotics. And she's like, take the antibiotics and let the surgeon deal with everything. So just a hole.
Yeah, Ray says an X-Acto can cut it open.
I asked her, I finally, at the end of the hour, I asked her to cut it open. Just slice it open. I said, I'm numb. I can't feel anything. Just slice it open. And she was too uncomfortable with it's right in the bend of my hand between my knuckle. And she wasn't comfortable doing it. She said that she said I could either go to the ER right now or wait to meet a hand surgeon and have a hand surgeon do it.
So when's it going to do that? Tomorrow?
I'm waiting for a call back tomorrow. Yeah, I'm waiting on a call back.
I think Ray Rusa meant X-Acto knife. Just.
I know. I'm just messing with him.
He'd do you for it if he was close.
Oh yeah, you know what? Honestly, Angela probably might have done it for me if my biggest issue is how infected it is right now, like the swelling.
Yeah, even if you pull it out, you're still gonna have that infection now. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm ready for a professional to take care of it now.
Yeah, no doubt.
But yeah, guys. So I think the moral of the story is I'm probably gonna start looking into leather gloves or Kevlar gloves. Yeah, because it was so quick and so easy, and I just jabbed myself and it was over with.
Right. Get those ones they use for scaling fish.
Yeah. Yep.
There you go.
And then close the barn door when you leave.
Oh.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you get better. When was the last time you had a tetanus shot?
So it's 5 to 7 years, but she ended up giving me another one today. So now my arm hurts.
A little booster.
Rather be safe than sorry. Is
right.
What I decided.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you learned a valuable lesson that day.
And I'm going to try to preach it to other people that just those wearing gloves is important, period. But maybe it's time to step up our glove game and wear something
much more protective.
Yeah.
That, and probably be a little more careful when you're wiping stuff off. Don't get in such a hurry. Just take your time.
Yeah.
There's a certain member of the Flash fam we have to give a real hard time to, everybody. Because he was about an hour late.
Oh, yes.
Mr. Radio, Mr. Lag Behind, Dead Weight.
That dead weight. Oh my.
Oh my. Kind of harsh, but yeah.
Yeah,
Well, he went into
I'll
lurking
accept
now.
that.
I ain't seen him talking a bit now, so he's lurking.
If he's still here.
So it was really cool this weekend too. You know, we were out there and Ruby got out there and she dug and
Yeah.
ran my stream sluice for about an hour or so, a couple hours. We dug a hole and she found some gold. She said she thought it was cool. Of course, I sent her up to the get the raffle tickets, right? And I wanted to break $100. I told her, here's $20 for you and $20 for me, and break the 100. She comes back with $40 worth of dredge tickets and only $20 worth of regular tickets.
Oh, I did win some silver
And
coins.
I didn't win nothing.
I did
That's
win
all
some
right.
silver too.
It all goes to a good cause, you know.
That's right.
Well, yeah,
Donate-
donating
donate-
it back to our club, you know.
Because we gave, I
Buckeye
gave the
chapter.
OSBA, I gave the Indiana, I gave the Buckeye chapter.
Oh, yeah. All right. Mark Miller, thank you.
Thanks for the super
Nice.
chat.
Thank you for the $5 super chat, Mark Miller.
Oh, yeah, we know, T-Bone. We left just in time for the storm to hit there. They got hit pretty bad.
I drove through it.
I never hit none
Yeah,
of it.
I drove through a heavy part of it.
Jesse drove through it.
Yep. Rachel and Audra, if they remember what the creek looked like when they were there, it's up to the banks today. Or it was today.
Oh, I believe it. With that water. Oh,
I saw pictures of the rain that was happening there. Dick Goldsmith posted some
Chris.
pictures on Facebook.
Chris, how does Picker Hollow look? Well, maybe we could do a Picker Hollow run Sunday. Some warm up for California crevicing.
Right. Hey, Mickey.
Yeah, did anybody see Mr. Lodak's comment about Kevin Hubbard? It looks like he went back to the hospital.
Oh.
Oh, why? What?
I think Mr. Lodak, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he had a heart attack.
Oh, man.
Oh, really?
Jason Keith,
Oh yeah, super chat.
thanks for the super chat, my friend. And Jason Keith, wow. He's a really nice guy, too. Everybody keep Kevin Hubbard. He's a really nice man. Please keep him in your thoughts and prayers. Send him some
Out on the
positive
street, huh?
vibes. He had a mild heart attack on stream. We found him to go
we
to
forced
the
him.
hospital. Oh, forced him. Sorry. Ray Rusa, don't mind about your bad spelling. I'm a bad reader.
But all in all, it was a pretty good weekend. We had beautiful weather all weekend. That was awesome.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm so stoked for the 17th and then the
Yep.
18th.
Yep. Yep. Going to be fun.
Out of here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, and my, my knee wasn't too bad when I was out there doing stuff, but it was just when I sat down for a little while, that's when it started getting stiff on me. So I guess I'll have to be moving around all the
We'll
time.
have to keep you moving.
Yeah.
Trust me, you're going to move.
Yeah.
It's the car ride when you go get out after the car ride.
That's
Oh,
right. That's where it's going to be.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jason says, awesome week to end my vacation from my vacation on.
Safe travels, everybody.
Yeah, everybody traveling home to the Dominican. Safe travels, Jason, and good luck. I hope you like that gift of ours. Audrey and Rachel.
I'm sure he'll put that thing to use.
Oh, I would if I was him.
Yeah.
Jersey History Hunters are in the Georgia right now doing
told
the JH Southeast tour.
He told me to dump his snuffer bottle in a water bottle before we left there, and I did. I come home and panned it out. There's a lot more gold in there than what looked like there was.
Really?
Dominican gold.
he gave a lot of
Because
gold away too, let me tell you.
Judy was asking about her cut from down the river. But Judy had a good time too. Everyone had a good time. B3 Relic Recovery, we missed you and your family. I know you had things to do. The Vixens would have loved it if they could have made it, and maybe you wouldn't have did that Sunday. But
So many, there's so like, today's one of the days where you just kind of question your life decisions. And one of them was, man, if we had just gone to meet up with the Flash fam, this wouldn't have been a problem this weekend. That crossed my mind, I'm not gonna lie.
Why were you guys thinking about coming to Gold Rush? That would have been cool.
We really wanted to go, but my fiance and I decided to get married so quickly that we
Right, that's right.
years. So Angela and I were planning on just hopping in the car and going, but I had to cancel it, so it's my fault. Not even Angela's, it's mine.
That could be a bad sign there, lady.
Yeah.
And Ray says next Saturday starts his moose hunting vacation.
oh,
Yeah.
Cool.
moose.
Never had moose.
Never had moose either.
The Jersey History Hunters are making plans already. We'll see you guys next year.
Yeah.
See, they had a good time.
Yeah. Hey, maybe we can combine Gold Rush and Flash Bash.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I
No.
like 2 events. I like 2 reasons to see you guys.
Yeah, Flash Bash. It's a
Yeah.
event all in
Well,
its
okay.
own.
Yeah, he says he's going 7 days up river. Dang, I'm stoked, he says.
Just like we are about going to California, all revved up.
Mm-hmm. You bet.
All right, Dallas Sams, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you being here.
I think Real
Yep.
tried to dispatch a moose the old way with a spear, sneak up in the bush and stick him with it.
Now that's hunting.
Good luck with that, Chris. Catch a big one. This weekend,
Catfish
I'll
turkey,
be
huh?
picking up my travel trailer.
Oh yeah, you're getting yours. When are you getting it?
Saturday.
Well, when you getting your new truck?
Oh, I don't know, but we'll have the travel trailer in the backyard. I guess it could be a guest room for now.
You know, I was thinking about that today. You know,
Might be where you're living, you make her mad.
Hey, I'll have a fireplace and all.
that I've used this camper 3 times now, or twice. Twice.
Flash Bash and
Right.
Gold Rush.
And getting ready to put it away for the winter. That kind of sucks.
Yeah.
You can't put it away yet, Jesse. You got to do a little winter prospecting.
You know better than that.
Don't be a sissy.
You know better than that.
You'll go
My
out in the
fingers will fall off,
You
dude.
went out in the cold with us.
Good night,
before.
Paul. American Woodland Relics. Enjoy
Night.
your time with the Jersey with Audra and Rach. You already know they're great people. So
You're not even gonna wait to see if the season, kind of gets extended, Jess? What if it's a warm winter?
He's an old man.
I can if that happens, I can always get it out.
We have a long Indian summer because you don't have it. Do you need to waterproof
No,
it?
I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry about winterizing it because it hasn't had any water in it for forever.
See what Jason said to you, doesn't
Yeah, I
he?
see what Jason says.
What?
He's a kitty cat.
And there, Mr. Lodak put the
You get.
Yeah, in one word.
Mr. Jaron put the hammer to it.
That's what he gets.
I got my new camper trailer. I took it out for the weekend to see how it goes. And the water pump is not working, which they told me that said it worked, but they lied to me.
Yeah, the people I bought mine from said they didn't know because they've never used it. They never used the gas or the water. So we'll see.
Good night, Victoria.
Night, Victoria.
Everything works in my little pop-up. Heat and all.
He did all.
I'm low budget camping, baby.
I mean, it was a beautiful weekend, except for one night. It got really cold. Really cold. But my little heat buddy worked pretty good in that camper, so.
Yeah, the heat buddy works good in my pop-up.
Yeah.
But we will have central heat in our new trailer.
Sure. I will too once I get my gas going. I got a heater in there too.
Yeah, Mr. Dick Goldsmith, I thought you were going to come down and look at it.
Yeah, what happened? He never come down and look at it.
Well, after you said that, I walked down that way and he had a couple of beer in his hand, so. Yeah.
A beer?
Well, I'm sure he had a couple laying around somewhere, a few dead soldiers, so.
Yeah. No, I didn't really expect him. Not during that time. Hell, we had, no, it was a busy weekend.
Did they say your furnace worked in there, Jesse?
What was that?
Did they say your furnace worked in the camper?
They didn't.
Oh, okay.
They, like I said, they never used it.
Probably needs a good clean and at least checked out.
Probably.
Keep on rocking, my friends. Thank you, Raven and Smackarock.
He said it right.
I can't always say it wrong. He'll think I don't like him or I'm deliberately going after him all the time where that's not true at all. I just think of Schleprock or Skipperrock or something, whatever I see Smackarock.
Schleprock is from the Flintstones.
Right.
Yes.
The cloud followed him everywhere.
Yeah. I forget what his brother was called, Dano. What was Schleprock's brother called? The one that had all the luck.
I don't remember. I'm Schleprock. I lived that life.
One was bad luck, Schleprock, and the other one was all like good luck. Good night, Nickel and Dimes Coin Hunter. Thanks for joining us again. Paul Peck Drywall Tube. Thank you very much for joining us, Paul.
Who is that?
He's part of the Nimminati.
Ah.
He's a Nimminatier.
Cool.
So, if none of you know what the Nimminati is, it's the community around Nick Nimmin and Dee Nimmin's channel. They are YouTuber influencers that I stumbled across when I was thinking about going live and I needed someone to go to. And I came across Nick Nimmin and find his videos and his brother, Dee Nimmin. If you're into mobile creating, Dee Nimmin is the man to watch. You know, the Nimminati's kind of like the Flash fan, but not as flashy.
Not as flashy. More technical, huh?
Yeah, there are quite a bit of tech, but a lot of solid advice
That's
for
cool.
any YouTubers that are young.
So if you're getting into doing YouTubes and YouTube videos and stuff, they're a good place to check out for information, huh?
Yes, very good.
Cool.
Who's in it?
Oh, anytime I go over to Ed's house on Saturday morning, right? I go over there and I gotta wait till he gets done watching their show.
Well, I do pull myself away from their show after a bit, but yeah, I don't watch it as religiously as I used to.
No,
This
man.
COVID stuff's kind of messed with their live stream too,
Oh, I'm
because
sure.
well, his brother's D's stuck in Mexico. Nick Nick is home in Thailand. They're Americans from Ohio, but they live in Thailand now. But D's in Mexico with his other half, and Nick's there. And the dynamics those two have on their show on weekends is great. They're really informative, both in when they're solo, but just the dynamic in the chat room. A lot of cool people.
I don't know how you say you just go in once in a while, because last time I was there, you were there. You were just chatting away with them, like you were one of the group, one of the crew.
Well, I am a member. I am a channel member. I even have my Niminati shirt, so I would say I'm a Niminati-er.
Illuminati. What? Illuminati yet?
But everybody, please welcome Paul Peck. If you want to learn drywall tips and tricks, check out his channel. He's does some phenomenal stuff.
Don't you love YouTube?
You could learn anything you want, from
Yep.
picking
All
your
you gotta do
nose to doing a Spanish lace ceiling.
Even things you don't want to do, you can learn on YouTube.
I was just thinking about you, Daniel. You can even see things that you would never think were real.
I found some of them.
Yes, we know.
I believe I sent them to you.
We know. At least you're not as bad as our friend Dennis Dayton.
No, I stay within the realm of humanity.
Yeah.
Whoops. Uh-oh.
Some
You're
of the stuff
back.
he sends, you can't hardly watch. You got to turn your head.
Oh,
Yeah, but
yeah.
I can't wait. We're getting ready to go out west, and I hope the fires all die down before we get there.
Oh, yes. I sure hope so, without the aid of rain. Because I don't
Yeah.
want those rivers come up. I want some of that
In
Tutos
Oregon
gold.
and California.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they were talking about them on TV. It ain't looking too good.
Well,
Todd said every place we go is supposed to still be open.
that's
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
I
that's what-
heard.
Yeah, that's what I was
That's good.
seeing. Yeah. But still, the winds can change.
If not, we travel somewhere else away.
Yep. We always have a plan B.
That's right.
We never know what it is until we need it, though.
Shelter in place and party.
There has to be a contingency. But
Well,
yeah.
at least we'll be close to Nevada where we can go too.
But if we get to meet all the people we're going to get to meet, we'll be real busy.
Oh, yeah.
No kidding.
We have
Next year,
I
Jason.
believe Isaiah from OG Prospecting is going to be coming down.
Yeah.
Damon from West Coast Prospecting is going to be down.
Well, doesn't David Villa live nearby?
I believe he's out of Sacramento.
Oh.
I I believe he's in the San Joaquin Valley, so
Oh,
I don't know why we couldn't hook up with him. And like John from AU Family Prospecting.
right.
Hey, King Prospector, Queen Prospector, how are you? I'm trying to talk him into pick. Hey, Chris, how does Picker Hollow look right now with all that rain last night? Van Wert got like 4 inches.
Wow. That's a lot. And I'll tell you what, as we were coming up 30, we were watching the rain. There was a couple of times we thought we were just going to go right through the middle of it. And then as we got there, it moved off, you know. But one time it didn't. We were right through the middle of it. Wow.
Oh, yeah, there was 2 times where I could barely see the road. So I was conveniently behind a semi. So I kept the semi lights well in front of me. I could see it because the car in front of that was white and I could barely see it during the downpours.
Right. I had to go pretty slow too. There was somebody up there. I got close enough to see some of these flashing lights, and that's as close as I got to them.
Yeah.
Jason says that him and Chris got poured on. They were out Swank East.
Yeah. I was wondering about that. I was driving. I thought about voice texting a message to you, but sometimes when you do that, you better proofread it or you'll be really embarrassed.
Yeah, autocorrect can really make you look pretty jakey.
Yeah.
Put it for lighter words.
And welcome back, brother James. I'm way looking forward to seeing you. It's been like forever.
He says it got some good gold over there, huh? Cool. Well, I knew they would. It's good gold on that part.
Yeah.
Over on the east.
Yeah. It was cool you took him over. Too
He said
bad
he
you
was taking
got
him over
drunk.
where he said he was taking him over where me and you were working at one time.
Where they were right next to us.
Mhm.
Right on.
We made that nice ripple for him across there. Should have caught a lot of gold in the last couple of years.
Jason's like, we get good gold? Where's my cup?
Not by your standards, Jason. Sorry.
Yeah, no doubt.
We're talking Ohio standards.
Yeah, Ohio standards.
50 pieces of fly poop, we're dancing.
Yeah.
Woo!
Jason goes, that's something we just let go.
We did that, we never get any.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, same with you, Raven and Smacker Rock. You stay golden too as well, sis,
Have a good night.
brother.
You bet. Glad you're back in civilization again too. They were gone. They were gone for a couple of weeks. They went out where there was no reception. They went out and they had a good time, I guess.
Grid, huh?
Oh yeah. Well, they're in Arizona already, so their grids aren't like ours.
Spec count, laugh out loud, spec count was around 527 colors in each shovel. Were they salt and pepper or were they micro poo?
Flea poop.
Flea boob, yeah. You see what Jason says? Patricia made fun of us.
Yeah, I believe that.
Right. She's spoiled though. She's in nuggets.
Yeah.
And Jason spoiled her, showing her his big nuggets.
Hey, Leo, how you
That don't
doing?
sound quite right.
Well, or I mean, she's picking his big nuggets. Or yeah. Hey, Leo.
fly poop and some salt and pepper. Right on. Yeah, that I'd like to hit that east property a little more than we have.
And we've never gone there for a weekend, have we?
No. Sometime we should just we'd outfit tent it or pop up it.
I was about to say tent camp it back in there.
Yeah,
Right.
we couldn't bring in your trailer or my trailer.
Oh.
We'd
Nope.
never get back there. Or we could just stay at Black Sands and paddle up or drive from there.
Or stay at the wank. Start the wank.
Stay at the wank.
The Wank West. The West Wing.
Like you got you disturbed talking about my balls again.
Good night, Ruby.
Good night.
What you call her the other day?
I didn't call her that.
Dano. Mr. Wilson? No.
Huh? She's like Wilson from Tool Time, behind the fence looking over.
Oh yeah.
I do, neighbor.
In the background. Well, me too with the dredge. Yeah, we'll have to set up a little trip. I bet you our pop-ups would work there. We might have a little trouble getting them in a couple of spots. How was the road past the airport? Was it rutted?
Thumbs up. Well, they drove their cars back. Jason drove his car back there.
We will, Ronald. Where you been hiding? We were talking about you like 30 minutes ago.
He's lurking.
Lurking.
Lurker.
Lurking.
Is he lurking like Two Toes and Jeff and Jerry and all them?
They all lurk.
Gary, are you out there lurking? He's fishing
Or
though, so
Todd.
he might be still out on a
Todd
boat.
watches on his TV and he can't talk in the chat because he's watching on TV.
You know,
Right,
he's
right.
he's commented that a couple times, but I'm going, but wait, dude, you just commented.
You can type watching on your TV. It's just a pain. On
Right.
mine it is. But if he
Right.
has his laptop sitting right next to him, he could
Right.
project
Chris-
it to his smart TV and chat.
Chris said it. Yeah, Chris said it wasn't running, but it puddled up fast, and I slid all off the place getting out.
Man, I can't.
Okay.
Okay.
Won't stop.
Yeah, I saw you come in and say hi, Ronald, but you were way late.
And bring my dog in.
So, hey, Chris, how's Picker Hollow looking? It was greasy on the way out after 3 inches of rain. I bet. Yeah, I must have missed the message. And I don't want to scroll back.
I feel you, Ken.
Hey, Kent Flackler, how you doing?
How's it going,
Hey,
kid?
Cat.
Hope your back feels better.
Oh, he said it's not running, but puddled fast, slid off.
No, I saw that one. The
No.
main creek is flowing. The side creek is just puddled. Oh, okay.
Oh, you're talking about Picker Holler.
Yeah.
Okay.
I found all my pickers in the tributary though, but I've seen stuff they pulled out of the main one though. Pardon me.
Well, sorry to hear that, Kent. Take care, buddy. Well, I can't imagine that would be fun having lower back problems.
No, that sucks. Squirrel. Upper
Good.
90s.
That's what Ed was all weekend. Squirrel.
Oh, geez.
We always have a good time at Gold Rush Days. Kent, you know that.
But I think he was more like the squirrel. When we hollered nut, he perked up more.
Yeah.
And you should have saw me when they were Chris was feeding me Reese's.
Yeah, Ed's a squirrel everybody talks about when they go, squirrel, that's Ed running somewhere. Yep.
Yeah, Ray, you know that Ed will say that it's still in editing, so.
Yeah.
I'll work on. I just hope to get some video-worthy footage.
You know who you're starting to sound like, right? Just saying.
Oh no! No! Oh, I can't believe you went there.
Well, it's the same thing he says. Exact same thing he says. Oh, I just didn't like that footage. It's not good enough. I have to do it over again.
Oh, hashtag life of a minor.
Yeah. Just saying.
Oh my goodness.
When you do those edits and you cut things out, then you lose the gems like saying you found a motorcycle air conditioner. You know?
Right. That would have,
Yeah.
that would have messed that whole video up had you not put that in there. I mean,
You got to put the raw in. You got to put the good with the bad.
Oh, and
Yep.
good shout out on the last video for the
Oh,
show.
You know, you broke my heart a little bit when you told me you thought it was the bulbs from a projection TV, but I did have a feeling it wasn't a stoplight. Multiple times I looked at it and I looked at the size of it, and I was concerned that I was wrong.
So
I think it's the
I haven't
color
watched-
lenses inside of the big
last
screen
one yet.
TV.
Gotcha. Well, I haven't cleaned it off, and I told myself I was going to, but I think everybody's story this weekend was busy. But I'm gonna try to get it cleaned up to get a better look at it to confirm your suspicions.
yeah, Nikki says, yeah, she puts her bloopers in her videos.
Yeah, Nikki, we love it. In fact, we at the very beginning were very nervous about it, but now it's like if we don't include it, we don't feel like we're being our true selves.
And Kent, yes, it was. It was a very good turnout. Even without vendors there, we had a lot of people there. The place was pretty full.
So did I guess the vendors backed out because of all the COVID stuff?
Well, yeah, nobody, everything was up in the air to the last minute, And a lot of these guys can't operate like that. They have to know what's going on so they can be ready for that. So,
right.
So what people, I think, just Indiana chapter had a equipment booth set up, and a lot of people were selling their used equipment, and we had our booth up. We were doing demos and talking about flash in your pan and our vet project. We talked to people about that. Showed let people pan in our demo pan there, and ran little cleanup sleuths for them so they could see it working. And, just spent the day doing that, right behind the camper, Didn't have to walk far either. Just get up out of my seat, go up there. And but
It
all
would
right.
have been nice if we really had some veterans stop by and
Right.
maybe take advantage of what we offer the veterans with Take a Vet Prospecting Project.
Every time we get it out there, every time we talk about it, and really, if any of you guys, any of our Flash fam knows someone that's a veteran and hasn't done this but would like to, but doesn't want to spend a lot of money trying to figure out whether they want to do this or not, I just find it good therapy. And I'd love to be able to help a veteran get a little therapy in their life, without. I don't know about other people, but I'm not the most pleasant people with therapists. So if I can just get my own therapy my way, that's what I like.
Well,
Yeah, if anybody knows anybody that could, but might be interested, we'd be glad if it's, not something that's like we can't travel like too far.
Well, it depends what they're going to pay for us to come there.
Well, yeah, we can if we can get, if they want to for their free paying, sure.
well, it's not just a free paying. We
Right.
offer
Amenities like the food
Thank you.
and
Food, shelter,
And a stupid demo song.
equipment. They
Right.
will leave with gold one
And
way
knowledge.
or another.
College.
knowledge.
Yeah, that too. And we offer it to any vets absolutely free.
Right.
Now,
Well,
if
yeah,
someone else who's not a vet wants to go out on a Midwest adventure, that might be a different story.
But we'll still do it.
But we'll
still do
it.
We'll work something out.
Yes, yes.
We can barter or we can exchange money.
Yeah. Cash and gold or gold and cash. But it'll be worth the trip, I think. I mean, we've already discussed this with some other people, and I think our pricing is not too bad for a weekend of what we planned. So
I believe that you guys would keep it fair, and that's the most important part. Is
yeah, I mean, it's not like we're trying to sell fake coins.
yeah.
Right.
So cool about the interview today and talking about that realness and talking, that honesty out there. I feel like you guys would fall into the same category. You're not going to give anything that you haven't promised. You're gonna keep it as real as possible, and you're gonna get the education.
Right.
And you leave with a little bit of gold. Like, that's perfect.
Right. Well, saying like with veterans, and actually anybody, especially people that are new to this, you got to make it fun.
Uh-huh.
If it's not fun, if it's not fun, they're not going to want to do it. What? Sunday. Where are we going?
Picker Hollow. Well, we're flying out the weekend after that, or Friday after that.
Right.
So, we just have to make sure all our gear's packed and ready to go by that time. When we show up at Dano's.
Probably the day before.
Hi, Barb. Can't hear you. Dano's muted.
That's because she's been ruffling 5,000 plastic bags putting groceries away.
It's showtime, Barb.
I didn't get to go to the grocery man.
You don't understand how amplified that is when you go through a microphone with it.
The other Mrs. Wilson.
Kent, hang on a second, guys. Kent wants to donate 10 GPA 14-inch pans for us.
Either send it to Jesse or me, Kent.
Yep. Here, just email me, Kent, at ToledoJess@AOL.com. Put it in there. Quick for him.
Okay, Chris. We also do panning demonstrations for Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts.
Right.
If it's at a camporee, if it's at a meeting, we've done them in Indiana, Ohio. Those are lots of fun.
Went to a real big deal up in Toledo one time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we went to Camp Mayaconda that year. We stayed there for the weekend.
That Klondike Derby was cool. They gave us our own cabin.
Jesse messed with the heater and messed the heat up, so we had to light the gas fireplace or we'd have froze to death.
It's always me.
At Blue Skies today. That's better than Smoky Skies, Big Brother. Man, I'm so stoked.
That's a long drive, Jason. That's a long ass drive. He says, "Oh man, I'm thinking if I can make it."
Oh, what? How long was the drive for? 4 or 5 hours, I think he said.
Oh,
The
really?
Treasure Vixen, the Treasure Vixens drove that to Flash Bash.
That's true.
The Jersey History Hunters drove 9 hours.
Wow.
That's true.
You guys drove 15 hours to Vermont for a weekend.
That's true.
2 years ago, I drove the same 15 hours to the outing.
Jason said that's only 4.5 hour drive.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. What
No,
kind
thank
of
you, Kent, because you're the one that's helping the vets.
my Equinox 800. Bill.
Pans and pans and sluices and
Dano
service
too. And Jesse has the
Gold Monster 1000.
yes. Try to point to you right there. Use that hand. The Gold Monster. Yeah, we're all taking our detectors.
Yep, gonna be hitting them cracks and crevices, and Ed's gonna do some sniping.
Yep, taking my wetsuit, my mask and snorkel, and gonna be looking in the gut of the stream for some nuggets. I just hope old Two Toes and Todd hasn't gotten all those in the water.
Well, I'd be so happy to find some of those nuggets like Two Toes video today.
Hey,
Diligence and work, buddy. Diligence and work.
I know this, guys. We're gonna find gold regardless.
Oh, you're gonna find gold regardless. period. You're
I
gonna
know
find gold.
this. We're gonna have an awesome time meeting the people we talk to. We already have a face for most of them.
Right.
Just meeting them, it's gonna be a huge pleasure. Seeing my brother, that almost makes the trip totally worth it all in itself. Sorry, Jim. That makes the trip all in itself. But if there's any way we could even pay half of our trip by the gold we find, I'll be more extremely happy.
Me too.
Regardless, even if I find what, like when we went down south, when we're like, really, we do as good as we did down here as we do up there.
Right.
I will still, it will be a trip of a lifetime. You know.
Yeah. All right, Chris. Yeah, we'll do that. We got that chat group together, so we'll talk.
Yep. Have a great one, brother. See you later. Glad you and Caitlin got home well. Take care, Roger James. You have a great day.
Yep. Good night, Roger James.
All our Aussie friends. Well, it's about that time, gentlemen and lady.
Look who just showed up.
Run for the hills.
Yes, and a special thanks to Ron. A special thanks to Ron for getting me my new creek critter out to Todd.
Yeah, in time.
In time. And that was with Ron being injured. He was
Thank you very much, Ron. You are totally nuclear. You're awesome, brother. There's a reason why you're an LBPA member.
You bet. T-Bone wants to know if there's any more auctions.
There might be one on Friday evening. Maybe. There was going to be one last weekend, but I canceled it. I just didn't go through with it. But there might be one this Friday evening. So maybe.
I just hope I get to use that sluice while we're down there.
Oh, I'm sure you'd be able to. Somewhere.
Yeah, I'll bet. I'm sure. All right, I think we should go call it a night. Thank everyone for being here because they are the best.
All of you
That's
guys
right.
are fantastic.
Yep, they are the best chat room on YouTube.
That's why we are here, because they are here.
Yep.
In my personal opinion, they are the best people on YouTube, right there, all of you.
There you go.
Like it. I can get behind this, guys.
And again, Rose, thanks for the nice show shout out. But next time, I didn't have the heart to say it in comments, but I'll tell you here. Open Line Tuesday is the last Tuesday of the month.
What did I say? Did I say first?
I think you made it sound like this coming Tuesday was Open Line Tuesday.
You know,
I
actually,
did say something about it. Oh, I think I did.
those videos are pre-recorded, so I'm talking to myself in real time.
Right.
You know, we made that video 2 or 3 weeks ago, so I think I was probably thinking about the current show, and then we don't release it. So I'll try to work on that. I'll try to think about that. Sorry, Ed.
Oh, don't be sorry.
Job, Rose. Keep it up.
Excellent
It'll
job.
get better. It'll get easier.
Yeah.
But you'll remember it more often. Just
No,
don't listen to Ed.
You guys do your
no.
Sunday show this Sunday?
We are only going to do it the last Sunday of every month. I just don't
Okay.
have time to commit to more than that. I can't do it.
Well, I'm subscribed. I'll know when it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Hey,
me
did we
too.
miss the Jersey History Hunters show tonight? Did they have a show tonight?
I don't know if they had a show or not. I was kind of busy
I didn't get a
since my
notification.
hours shifted. I don't get off at 3:30 anymore. I get off at 4:30, and I still have a little over an hour commute. So.
I will, Ron. I'll get some video of the critter running.
Oh, we will, Ron.
And if he don't, I will run, because Jessica
Yep.
might be half crippled after the first 2 days.
And if they don't, I will. We'll get it.
Put me on a raft and float me out.
And we kind of had a joke at Gold Rush days. It's like Jesse. It'd be like, here's a hill, a mountain, and Jesse going, boom, boom, boom. I'll meet you at the bottom. It's just getting back up's the hard part.
Take your time, stop, rest.
Yeah, Dano and I told you we'll rest with you. We'll have a safety meeting and some beverage,
I'll be right there with you.
hydration time,
Right.
chillax, let you rest that knee. But like you said, it hurt you mostly over the weekend when you were chillaxing too
If we have to, we'll stick that
just
pole
said, yeah,
between
when
your
I-
arms and tie you up and carry you like a wild animal up out there.
The 2 poles.
Yeah, whoop, 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 coming up the hill with you.
Kent, I'm doing an add-on at a Hicksville high school. No, so it's a
That's
good
me, Jack.
hour from me.
So Safety Pro should go with you guys. That's me.
yeah, no doubt. It's the safety
Yes, Ron.
coordinator.
We're definitely going to get that critter on the Yuba somewhere, sometime.
Oh, definitely. Oh, I have a feeling we'll be working Mother Yuba quite a bit.
They got different places all up and down it.
So just rig Jesse up to a zip line a couple hours before the hike.
Catch up, right?
Yes, it did, Nikki. Thank you very much. And like a lot of you might not, some of you might know, some of you do. I am leaving Patreon. If you would like to consider being a member, it's now available at the website, which is flashinyourpan.com. Just click on the Become a Member image on the right side. If you do the one on the left side, you're just signing up for a newsletter. But that's cool too. And it's me that works on all that stuff, this old man. So it's like my channel, it's always evolving. But I see
Who's that?
a kitty cat trying to tickle Rose's nose.
It's a furry snake.
Oh, you're more than welcome, Nikki. Thank you, hon. All right.
This is why Ed left first, but got out of there last.
Squirrel.
I had someone talk to me, and
Squirrel.
someone else, and then I thought briefly about signing out, but after you guys passed me.
Oh well.
Oh well.
So
That's right, Nikki. Squirrel.
Yeah, squirrel.
I'll have to get a flying squirrel that flies across here. Squirrel. All right, everybody. Thank you very much, Jason Keith. Great seeing you again. I know our trails will cross again. All you brothers and sisters out there, Flash Fam members, thanks for joining us. Next week we have Mad Hatter prospecting.
All right.
And collecting. It should be a good time with Justin Preet on. And after that, on the 22nd, we'll be live from the Motherlode. Bare bones. No green screen or nothing like that. It'd just be me and the guys.
Better bring a wide view camera.
I got what I got.
Nikki, you don't want to hear what my CB handle was.
You're the greatest, Mark. Thank you, brother. Yeah, I don't know if we want to know what your CB handle was.
You don't.
All right, everybody. Good night. God bless. Until then, may you always have a flash in your pan.
And you know what he's going to say next.
That's right, because it does happen. Right, Rose?
Does happen.
Right, dudes? Jason? Maybe
Yep.
one day, too, we'll meet you on the river. Good night
Night,
again,
everybody.
everyone. Have a great week.
Good
Stay safe out there.
Bye.
Good night.
Oh, he's back.
Nikki, Jason, Ray
Mr.
Rusa,
Lodak, good night. Good night,
Mr.
Ray.
Lodak, thank
That
you
vocal
as
coach
always,
was well.
brother.
3, 2,
Nikki,
1.
always a pleasure.
Bill, see
Thanks.
ya.
Thanks for the questions.
Iron Marvin.
And thank you, Kat. Be sure to email me.
Yeah, buddy.